This week's centennial of the Tulsa Race Massacre has prompted a reckoning and questioning by many Americans who are asking why this history was so infrequently taught or discussed in the decades since. News 12's Brian Donohue spent the day with a historian who builds awareness of the history of hate right here in New Jersey.
How many people who live around here know that this was KKK land?
Very few.
Driving through a Wall Township neighborhood built on land that was once owned by the Ku Klux Klan, serving as the hate group's basis of operations in New Jersey a century ago, with a guy who knows this often little mentioned history better than anyone. Joe Bilby, co-author of the 2019 book, The Rise and Fall of the Ku Klux Klan in New Jersey.
They didn't burn down, Tulsa.
They didn't have much success here.
No, they did not. And that's, unusual considering back then, that was 1920s.
But they were here, and we shouldn't not talk about it.
Yeah, no.
The anniversary this week of the Tulsa Massacre got me thinking about New Jersey's own racial past and how little it's often discussed. It's a history New Jerseyans should both reckon with and confront, and when it comes to the Klan's lack of success here, maybe be a bit proud of.
The Klan here was not that successful, largely due to, I think, the number of immigrants here.
I sat down with Bilby at the InfoAge Science Museum at the old Camp Evans site, which had been Klan-owned land before the U.S. military moved in during World War II. This bungalow was the home of the KKK's Grand Dragon.
Just to the Klan. Now, when they sent the Kliegels out, they said, find out what people are most afraid of in your area and exploit that. And in New Jersey, some of the old-timers were afraid of immigrants. And Catholics and Jews, particularly, who most of them were from Eastern and Southern Europe, and so they emphasized that.
Bilby can attest there's still a sense among some people, especially in areas where the Klan was strongest, that they don't always want to talk about this history.
I gave a talk up in Long Branch to the Library Society, and I said to the librarian, I said, right outside this window, those guys marched past, and so. She said, oh, yes, but we don't want to talk about it.
But really, Bilby's book should be required reading. It lays this history all out in detail. There's the good, such as how the Klan met strong opposition at almost every turn.
Even in this state, no politician, except for some local ones, ever endorsed by the Klan. They didn't want to be endorsed by the Klan.
There's the bad, like the fact that there was enough eager racist Jerseyans to fill the streets at marches and for the Klan to purchase large tracts of property.
In New Jersey, the main areas were Monmouth and Ocean counties and up around Sussex in that area.
And the ugly, like the riot in Perth Amboy, which a Klan rally ended with anti-Klan groups literally chasing them out of town.
And they were lucky to get out with their lives. The cops found a guy stuffing a Klansman down a sewer, and they said, no, you can't do that, that's murder. And the guy said, oh, okay, here you take him.
I'm Brian Donohue. That's Positively New Jersey.
Wow, so interesting to see that. Joe Bilby's book is available on Amazon and through other booksellers.